I win this election, my first goal is going to be to lower your taxes. Now, I want to thank you for allowing me to speak. I appreciate your time. I think this is an exciting time for dentists in the state of Alabama because of the recent reform that came about primarily because some have been brave enough to stand up and accurately define our board problem and then suggest workable solutions that benefit the grassroots dentists of this state. My goal is to continue and support that reform movement and apply common sense and fairness in serving on the board. The board voted to not only replace the law firm that had been representing the board for about 28 years, but they also got rid of the fee-for-service payment arrangements, which meant the more dentists that were prosecuted, the more profit the law firm took home. We now have an attorney who is in-house with a set salary for legal counsel, and the Attorney General's office is handling the prosecutions. This is a huge step forward for due process. We don't think the need for reform is over. The attorney is gone, his operations are still in place. There's still much work to be done. However, this has opened up new doors for continued reform. Another big development that will improve the board's credibility is the advent of case review teams. Up until recently, correspondence to dentists and hygienists from attorneys was rarely reviewed, and consent order terms were not reviewed until they were already signed by the dentist or the hygienist. Now, with the advent of these teams, a board member supervises all these steps, and this prevents an attorney from acting unilaterally. I also believe the board should be aggressively involved in defending the assault by the insurance provider. Now, I know the job of the board is to protect the public. However, the public's welfare and standard of treatment is threatened if the doctor's treatment options are dictated by insurance companies through their financial reimbursement powers and treatment approvals. And most everyone knows a large dental insurance company in this state did not increase their reimbursement in the past year. And we all know the economic turbulence we are now in. This, of course, directly affects the welfare of the public, since doctors have to make decisions on the cost and quality of materials used and treatment plans options. And the dentist has increased staff costs and overhead that must be considered. And if we start cutting corners, the standard of care declines, and the public is, of course, directly affected. The board should take a vocal, proactive part in defending our profession against insurance companies' attacks. For them, it's their bottom line to please their shareholders. For our profession, it's the quality of treatment at a reasonable profit. With the board, ALDA, and the grassroots dentists of this state as allies, we can make a unified effort to defend our free enterprise healthcare practices against the outside forces that are attacking